Hello everyone, it's Christine here and I'm back for our stitch along for our dictionary of stitches, and we are moving on to seed stitch. And I thought it might be super fun to use something that's been drifting around my craft room for a while, which is this vintage seed package, which I had transferred onto fabric using a method where you use Mod Podge to take a image printed on an inkjet printer on paper and then transfer it to fabric. So I'd made some other ones as well, which I haven't yet used in anything, but they're super fun. And I thought I'll do my seed stitch on this because then it will be like a seed packet with little seed stitches as the little seeds like sitting as though you tip them out, and they're sitting now on the front of the seed packet. So I've grabbed some thread in this brownie colour. It's from the variegated thread that I was actually using in yesterday's scroll stitch. And seed stitch, usually when I've done seed stitch, I've just done little individual stitches as a seed stitch. But in the book, the dictionary, not the dictionary, the A to Z of embroidery, it says that you go through twice. So you do a little first stitch, and you can do them as small as you want. And then you're going to put a second stitch, come back out next to where you came out the first time, and put a second little stitch in place. So you're just popping your stitches next to each other so they lay parallel next to each other, which is actually pretty good for a seed because it gives a slightly more raised effect than if you had and a slightly more rounded at the side effect than if you just did a individual stitch. I still think the individual stitches are officially seed stitch, because I've seen other people calling them seed stitch as well. So again, I'm just going to pop up next to that first stitch and put a second stitch in. Okay, and so you just want to make them at a regular sort of angles from each other. This is not a stitch where you want them to all lie in the same direction. You actually want that irregularity. So it's a pretty straightforward stitch, and it's a really lovely one, particularly when you just do the single ones, for adding a bit of interest to your background, and also making, if you've got multiple sort of layers of fabrics or laces, it makes everything really cohesive when it all gets stitched together. It kind of combines the fabrics and brings things together, almost like you've got a single sort of new piece of fabric. It's amazing how stitching does that. It can all look, when you're laying it out, like you have a whole lot of random individual bits, and then once you start stitching, adding stitches over the top, whether it's painting with thread or something, it all comes together. So I hope you're having a lovely day. Hopefully you're getting some creative time. Okay, put a few more little seeds across here, I think. Yeah, the sky's the limit with seed stitch. You can kind of do it. So I guess it's a form of mark making, stitched mark making, which is fun as well. You don't have to kind of focus too much. It's not about precision. The main thing is to actually make them, look nice and random in their directions. So sometimes it helps to turn the fabric as well, as I just did there, just to make sure I'm sort of working in a different direction. You're just doing one stitch and then laying a stitch in the same direction next to it, and then moving on to your next one. Do this one almost vertically up because I don't think I've done many that are pointing up. I might have almost gone into the same top hole there, but that's not a problem at all. A beautiful warm day here, sunshine, blue sky, so I got out in the garden and planted out the last of the garden beds. I've got my tromboncino zucchinis in, and some more zucchinis, some more beans. All the tomatoes are going really well. The sweet pea flowers are smelling so fragrant and lovely. That stitch was a tiny bit bigger, but it's not a problem at all. You get some seeds that are a bit bigger than other seeds. So I think I'm happy with that. I don't want to go too crazy in the background. So there you go. That is a seed stitch on a vintage seed packet. And if you wanted to, and if you were taking a similar idea, you could then, yeah, obviously stitch the flowers and everything. But yeah, I think that's a fun idea, and I'll enjoy adding that into my dictionary of stitches. Thanks so much for watching, and tomorrow we're going to be moving on to shadow work, and we'll be doing a few different variations of shadow work, which is something I haven't done before, so I'm looking forward to that. Thanks everyone, take care, bye.